As the river flowed and the wind blew, a thunderous strike shook the air. From the turbulent waters, a majestic mermaid emerged. She stepped onto land, and as she did, her shimmering scales transformed into soft, luminous skin. Her long, flowing hair cascaded down her back like a waterfall of night. Her eyes gleamed like a cat's in the dark. With a haunting cry, she proclaimed, "I have come to destroy. I will shatter every home, every bond, and every heart." Another mermaid rose from the depths, her voice echoing with pride. "My daughter, go forth and fulfill your destiny. I am proud of you." With a wave, the mermaid vanished. Eno, her presence commanding attention. She ordered a drink, and a young man, entranced by her beauty, approached her. "May I join you, lovely lady?" he asked, his voice trembling. Eno accepted, and they engaged in a captivating conversation. As the night deepened, the young man invited Eno to his home. After a magical evening, he excused himself to freshen up. When he returned, he was met with a terrifying sight: a massive snake coiled on the floor. The snake struck, its venom deadly, and the young man crumpled to the ground, lifeless. Eno retreated to her dark, mystical lair, surrounded by flickering candles. Her laughter echoed through the shadows. The next day, Eno drove through the streets, her car a sleek, black bullet. She passed by a group of people chasing a young man, their faces twisted with fear. Eno brought her car to a sudden halt, beckoning the fleeing man to enter. He hesitated for a moment before jumping in. Eno's eyes gleamed with intrigue as she drove him to her mystical apartment. "Sit," she commanded, her voice husky. "Tell me, why were those men chasing you?" The young man's eyes dropped, shamefaced. "I stole money from a pawn shop. I just wanted to save my dying sister." Eno's expression softened, her eyes filled with a false empathy. "I'll help you, but only if you make love to me." The young man's face twisted in disgust, but Eno's words were laced with a hypnotic power. She led him to a dimly lit room, where shadows danced like living things. After their encounter, Eno handed him a stash of cash. "For your sister," she whispered, her smile venomous. As the young man stepped out into the bright sunlight, a snake slithered from the shadows, its fangs sinking into his ankle. He died instantly, the money vanishing into thin air. In her dark, candle-lit lair, Eno's laughter echoed, a chilling melody that sent shivers down the spine. Eno continued her reign of terror, destroying men and their families. After a church service, she sauntered into the pastor's office, attempting to seduce him. The pastor, helpless against her charms, succumbed to temptation. As Eno left the office, the pastor spotted a snake. The snake bit him and vanished into thin air. Eno then headed to a nightclub, where she set her sights on a handsome young man. As she approached him, a beautiful girl walked up to the pair. "Baby, who is she?" the young man asked. The girl replied, "No one, just a stranger." Eno's eyes blazed with anger as she stormed out of the club. Returning to her dark lair, she began to chant, "Queen, show me what I need to know." "Yes, I must deal with her," Eno cackled. "I must have him." The next day, Eno confronted the girl, Iheaoma. "Leave Jackson alone, or else I'll destroy you." Iheaoma laughed defiantly. "You evil mermaid, you think I don't know you? Go back to your kingdom. You've destroyed many men, but you can't have him." Eno struck Iheaoma, but the girl. Iheaoma screamed, "Master, help me. I need to destroy her. I need to send her back to where she belongs." A loud, echoing voice responded, "My daughter, this task will be tough. You need to sacrifice a Virginia girl." "Yes, master, so be it," Iheaoma replied, determination in her voice. At a nearby restaurant, Iheaoma and Jackson were enjoying dinner when Eno suddenly appeared. She slapped Iheaoma, who retaliated with a slap of her own. Deep, dramatic voice. Eno changed into a big snake. Iheaoma transformed into a fearless big cat. "Everyone run as fast as your legs can carry."